Now that we've added all of the questions from our question bank into our exam, the next step is to go ahead and change the order that those questions are presented to our students. We can see here that the very first page and the first question that's presented to the students is the essay question. When I give an exam, I prefer to give the essay question as the very last question on the exam. That way, students can work through all the other types of questions, and then when they get to the essay question, they can evaluate how much time they have left to take the exam and divide that time up to dedicate to writing their essay. There are a couple of ways in order to change the order that questions appear. The first is right here on the editing question page. You can simply click the down arrow next to the question, and the question moves down to the next space. In this case, it's just moved to the top of page 2. Well, we have many pages in our exam, and if we simply click the down arrow each time, we'll only move that essay question down one question at a time, and that could take a while. So go ahead and hit the up arrow and move the question back to page 1. Click on the Order and Paging tab at the top, and we'll look at the options that are available to us here. You're able to see all of the different questions and pages that we have. You also have a list of numbers off to the right-hand side that increment in at least jumps of 10. So the first question is listed as number 10. If you wanted to move this question up to a higher level, you could simply change the number and move it to a lower number than 10, and it would move up to that level. Likewise, since we want to move the essay question down here to the bottom, all we need to do is select the value of 10 and type in a value that's larger than the highest value on the page. Currently, the highest value on the page is 110, so we'll type in 120. Next, you need to reorder the questions, so click the button for Reorder Questions. Moodle should now leave page 1 empty, and it moves that essay question down to the very bottom. You'll notice the numbers automatically readjust. The next step is to make sure that we get our essay question on its own page. To do that, simply click on the top question on the last page, then go up to the top and click the Add New Page after Selected Questions button. If we scroll down, we can see that a new page was added, and Moodle automatically moved the essay question down onto that page. This looks like the order of the questions that we want. Our only problem now is that we now have an empty page on page 1. All we need to do to get rid of that is to simply click the Remove Page button over on the right-hand side, and the empty page goes away. You'll notice that now that we've done that, our ordering of questions has returned to the same order numbers that we had initially. Now that we have our questions in the correct order, let's go ahead and go back to our Editing Quiz tab. And in the next movie, we'll work on adjusting the point values that we have assigned to our exam so that we can have our exam match the number of points that our syllabi says it should be.